Have you ever felt like your own mind was working against you? That morning anxiety that starts the moment you wake up, that brain fog that clouds every thought? I followed the American diet and my mental health was destroyed in just 7 days. But I continued eating it for 30 days. Today I'll tell you why and how this experience completely transformed my life and understanding of mental wellness. Day 7. I collapsed on the bathroom floor, sobbing uncontrollably. The mental breakdown hit me like a physical blow. One moment I was making breakfast, the next I was on the cold tiles, tears streaming down my face. This wasn't just stress. This was complete mental exhaustion. Have you ever felt your mind just shut down? The processed foods, the sugar crashes, the inflammatory ingredients, they had broken me. In just 1 week, my hands trembled. My heart raced. Every thought felt like climbing a mountain. The scary part? I knew exactly what was causing this. The American diet I'd been following so strictly. But why couldn't I stop? Why did I continue for 23 more days? The answer might surprise you. This wasn't just about food anymore. This was about understanding the deepest connection between what we eat and how we feel. That moment on the bathroom floor became my awakening, my turning point. Have you ever reached your breaking point only to discover it was actually your beginning? The signs were there all along. I just didn't recognize them until it was too late. It started with the morning anxiety, that pit in your stomach when you wake up. Sound familiar? Then came the brain fog, reading the same sentence 5 times, forgetting why you walked into rooms. These weren't just bad days. This was my new normal. By day 5, the mood swings began. Laughing 1 minute, crying the next. Snapping at loved ones over nothing. My emotions weren't mine to control anymore. They control me. Have you ever felt like a passenger in your own body? The processed foods were hijacking my nervous system. The physical symptoms joined the party. Heart palpitations that made me check my pulse constantly. Night sweats that drenched my sheets. Constant fatigue, no amount of sleep could fix. My body was screaming what my mind already knew. This diet was destroying me from the inside out. But the most terrifying sign? The emotional numbness. Staring at beautiful sunsets and feeling nothing. Hugging family members without connection. The foods that promised comfort delivered only chemical reactions. I was becoming a stranger to myself. Your gut is your second brain, and mine was sending error messages to my actual brain. The gut-brain connection isn't just a theory, it's biological fact. Your vagus nerve is the superhighway connecting your digestive system to your brain. Every bite of processed food I ate was sending inflammatory signals straight to my mental command center. Think about that next time you eat. Processed foods create inflammation that specifically targets the brain. This isn't regular swelling. It's a cellular attack. Inflammatory cytokines cross the blood-brain barrier and slow your neural connections. That brain fog, it's literally your brain cells struggling to communicate. Then there's the dopamine deception. Natural foods provide gentle pleasure signals. But ultra-processed foods? They create dopamine explosions that reset your brain's reward system. Soon, normal life pleasures stop registering. Your brain only wants that next sugar high. Sound familiar? But here's the real shocker. Your gut produces 90% of your serotonin, the happiness chemical. When you feed your gut processed junk, you're essentially shutting down your body's natural antidepressant factory. No wonder I felt so hopeless. I continued because quitting would mean never understanding the full story. People ask me why I didn't stop after that 7th-day breakdown. The truth? I needed to understand the complete transformation. What happens after the breakdown? What comes next? Sometimes you have to go through the darkness to truly appreciate the light that I also continued for you. For everyone watching this who's struggling with their mental health, how many people are suffering needlessly because nobody's telling them about this connection? How many are treating symptoms while ignoring the root cause? There was also scientific curiosity. What would week 2 look like? Week 3? Will my body adapt? Would the symptoms get worse or plateau? I was documenting everything, every meal, every emotion, every physical and mental change. The data was too valuable to abandon. But mostly, I continued because I wanted to understand addiction. The pull of these foods despite knowing they were harming me. The cravings that overrode logic. The emotional dependence on something that was literally destroying my mental health. Have you ever continued a habit while hating yourself for it? The breakdown became the breakthrough, but only when I stopped resisting. Week 2 brought unexpected changes. The intense anxiety began morphing into something else. A deep understanding. My body was trying to tell me something important. Have you ever listened to what your body is really saying? The brain fog started lifting in moments of clarity. Brief windows where everything made sense that I began noticing patterns I'd missed before. Processed carbs with anxiety spikes. Artificial sweeteners with mood swings. Preservatives with brain fog. Each meal became a data point in my personal research. I was mapping the chemical reactions in real time. The most surprising change? My relationship with food transformed. From enemy to teacher. Every symptom became a lesson. Every craving became a clue. Have you ever reframed your struggles as lessons? The foods that harmed me were also healing me by showing me what to avoid. By week 3, something miraculous happened. My body started rejecting the worst offenders. That sugary cereal I loved, it suddenly tasted too sweet. That processed bread, it felt like cardboard. My taste buds were healing along with my mind. Healing wasn't about perfection. It was about progression. One conscious bite at a time. The turnaround began with simple changes. Drinking water before meals. Adding one green vegetable to each plate. Choosing whole grains over processed ones. Small steps that created massive shifts. Have you noticed how tiny changes create big results? My morning anxiety began fading first. Then the brain fog started lifting. The real magic happened when I discovered anti-inflammatory foods. Walnuts for omega-3s. Berries for antioxidants. Leafy greens for magnesium. These weren't just foods, they were mental medicine. Each bite was sending healing messages to my brain. Can you feel your food talking to your mind? I learned to eat mindfully. No more rushed meals while working. No more emotional eating. Every meal became a meditation, a conscious choice to nourish my mental health. Have you ever truly tasted your food? The flavors became richer. The textures more satisfying. The physical changes followed the mental ones. Better sleep, clearer skin, steady energy. But the mental benefits? Those were the real prize. The return of mental clarity. The rediscovery of genuine joy. The ability to handle stress without collapsing. The 5 simplest foods made the biggest difference, and they're probably already in your kitchen. First, walnuts. Packed with omega-3s that repair brain cell membranes. I started adding them to my breakfast. Within days, my brain fog began lifting. Have you ever tried walnuts for mental clarity? Second, blueberries. Bursting with antioxidants that reduce brain inflammation. I swapped my sugary snacks for a handful of berries. The afternoon crashes disappeared. The mental sharpness returned. Simple change, massive impact. Third, spinach. Loaded with magnesium that calms the nervous system. I added it to smoothies, omelets, salads. The constant background anxiety? Gone. The edge disappeared. Have you felt that constant low-grade anxiety? Fourth, Greek yogurt. Probiotics that heal your gut microbiome. Remember the gut-brain connection? This is where you fix it. Better gut health meant better mental health. The mood swings stabilized. Fifth, dark chocolate. Magnesium and flavonoids in one delicious package. My emergency stress food became my healing tool. A square when anxiety threatened. A piece when cravings hit. Have you found healthy alternatives that actually work? But here's the secret. It's not about these specific foods. It's about what they represent. Whole, anti-inflammatory, nutrient-dense foods that send healing messages to your brain. Your mental health shopping list might look different, and that's perfect. The journey continues beyond this video, and I want you to be part of it. Your mental health journey is uniquely beautiful, and I'd be honored to walk this path with you. If this resonated with you, subscribe to Health Mind Zone. Like, comment below with one change you'll make today. Remember, healing happens together across every continent.